Welcome to lesson 12. Our goal still is building complex sentences, and we've been doing that in our previous lessons. Today I want to focus on one common mistake that I hear and I see from students. So we need to talk about a complete idea, a complete sentence. Let's do an example. When I called the manager of the company, we have a subject, I, we have a verb, called, but is it a complete idea? It's not a complete idea. When I called the manager of the company, what happened? We need more information. When I called the manager of the company, he thanked me. When I called the manager of the company, he wasn't home. We need more, right? Another one, he wasn't there. We have a subject, we have a verb, and here we have an adverb, a noun adverb. So, is it a complete idea? He wasn't there. Yeah, it is a complete idea, right? We can add a period. It's independent. How can we connect to these? Because the first one is not complete. We have to do something and connect that, join that with an independent clause. We can try this. I called the manager of the company when he wasn't there. I see this mistake a lot. It doesn't work. This one is independent. I marked it in red, but this one is not independent. So we can't separate these with a period. We have to join this to an independent clause. Let's try it. When I called the manager of the company, he wasn't there, right? We have time and we have an independent clause. We separated them with a comma. Usually when we have time at the beginning, we use a comma. Okay, next one. The manager of the company wasn't there when I called him. Yeah, it works. We have an independent clause and then we have time. Usually when time is at the end, we don't need a comma. And it's the same thing for places, reasons, all kinds of information. That's extra information. Next one. Let's try another sentence. I tried to leave a message. Is it complete? Subject, verb, object. Yeah, it's complete, right? His mailbox was full. Right? We have a subject, we have a verb. Is it a complete idea? Yeah, both of these are complete ideas. So what can we do? Let's try it. I tried to leave a message, his mailbox was full. Both of these are independent clauses, right? Both of them are complete. We can't use a comma here, right? It's incorrect, and that's a common mistake. How can we do it? I tried to leave a message, but his mailbox was full. That's correct. We use a comma, and we use a conjunction. So today we're going to talk about using conjunctions to make complex, interesting sentences. His mailbox was full, so I couldn't leave a message. Right? Again, we use a conjunction and a comma to join two independent clauses, two complete sentences. We have for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. And if you want to remember those good conjunctions, just remember fanboys. Right? You can use all of those to connect independent clauses. And they're really useful to make complex, interesting sentences. So, before we practice, before we continue, let's review. We have 24 lessons in our program. Last time we studied lesson 11, and we need to review it. My philosophy of teaching is you must review and you must practice because we want to get our skills back up to 100%. That's the goal. Since yesterday, you've forgotten some information and you need to review and practice, you're back up to 100%. Then you forget a little bit more, review and practice, you're back up to 100%. Eventually, you can own those skills. And you can say, those are your skills, you always have them. And you don't have to practice. Okay, let's try it. Now on Wednesday, we had an online class. And we did a excuse me sentence. So I asked you guys to listen to my voice and to write my sentence. It's a really hard one. So if you missed the class, I want to show you right now. This is a recording of me sharing a sentence. Let's listen. After the game, the coach told his team that their best player had hurt his knee in the second game of the season. You got it? It's a hard one. If you want, rewind this video, play it again, see if you can understand that meaning. Okay? Got it? Let's try it. Here's the correct answer. After the game, the coach told his team that their best player had hurt his knee in the second game of the season. Why am I speaking so quickly? It's natural English. We squeeze our words and we make strong sounds, usually for nouns. So let's try it. After the game, the coach told his team that their best player had hurt his knee in the second game of the season. It sounds a little bit strange. We need to squeeze the words that are not strong. Let's try it. After the game, so I said the game, the coach told his team that their best player had hurt his knee in the second game of the season. I'm squeezing these words, and that's going to be really important. In our lesson today, you can do excuse me activity and practice this. That's in our 100% review section. So we have a new one that you can try. For our caption contest, go to our Facebook page and you can vote for the best caption. Right? We got a couple captions for this kind of funny picture, kind of sad picture. And I hope you guys will go there and vote for the best one. Good luck to all of you. If you didn't enter the caption contest, we're going to have another one next week. So I hope you'll enter. So last time we watched a video about two little kids and I asked you to tell me about the video in a paragraph. I was really pleased because you guys sent me paragraphs that used all of the skills that we learned. So let's look at a good example. Great paragraph. I like how this writer shared an opinion at the end. I also like how this writer used possessives, which we learned about in our last lesson. So examples like his brother's finger, and that's two, right? His brother and also brother's finger, two kinds of possessives. We also use pronouns, which we learned about in lesson 10, right? So they, he, all of those examples, which were great. Next one, we did a speaking activity. I asked you guys to look at this image of a chimpanzee and tell me about it. And I want to listen to one example right now.
In my view, this chimpanzee stuck a pile of bananas for two important reasons. First, it's cheaper that way. For example, me and my wife, we went to buy some shoes yesterday at Skechers shoe store, and they have this half price event. That means if you buy a second pair of shoes, it's half price, and if you buy a third pair, it's the third price. The more shoes you buy, the cheaper they are.
First, you can tell the student's practicing for the TOEFL because he uses in my view, for example, first, those kind of things. And it's great to practice with writing because it's good writing too. Even though it's for the TOEFL test, you can use it for any kind of situation. I like how he used prepositions. In my view, at Skechers, to buy some shoes. He's talking about places, reasons, time, all of those things, and that was great. As far as the speaking, pronunciation, I want him to practice a little bit with that strong sound, weak sound, and especially squeezing sounds. I didn't hear that in the recording. So how can we practice today? We've already learned a little bit. We need to practice it. On our website, you can do excuse me activity. You can listen to a song. You can do practice problems. You can do writing and speaking. And I want you to try all of that today. How can we get started? First, go to our site. I want to show you right now. When you go to our page, you're going to see ESL class. And each lesson over here has 6 parts. We have review, learn, practice, create, 100% review, and solutions. Those 6 parts are really important. When you move through them in order, you practice all of the skills that you learn, and you get to practice skills from previous lessons too. And that's important to stay at 100%. In addition, you can join our newsletter. We'll send you updates about new lessons, new activities, online classroom. Check us out on Facebook, check us on Twitter, subscribe to our channel on YouTube. And when you subscribe to our channel, you can see new videos immediately. All right, I hope you guys enjoy it. Good luck with it, and I'll see you on Monday when we're going to have a new lesson.